everybody, Megan here. Happy holidays. I'm excited to show you our newest craft of the month. It's these really cute little ornaments. They're made with air dry clay and they're really super fun to make with just a few supplies. So I will show you how to make those if you follow along. Okay, when you open up your packets, you will find a package of air dry clay. This is just the Crayola air dry clay you can find in most craft stores. We've got some strings to tie up our ornaments. Just got some paper cutouts. We're going to use a stencils, a toothpick, got a little bell, and a star cookie cutter that we're going to use. And then you'll need a few things from home. I'm using this soda can to use as my rolling pin to show you that that's possible. So you'll need either that or some sort of rolling pin and a sharp knife. I'm just using a kitchen knife. You could use an X-Acto knife. And we can go ahead and start. Okay, so you're going to want to also have some either wax paper. I'm using freezer paper that's got kind of a plastic side to it, but either one will work to protect your surface and also so your clay does not stick to your surface. You should have plenty of clay in your packets for at least 4 or 5 ornaments, probably more though. And to start, we don't want to roll out the whole bowl of clay because it will have too much clay to work with easily. So just take a piece of small mandarin orange size maybe, just like this, and kind of warm it up a little bit. But this clay is pretty pliable, so you don't need to get it too soft. And you also will need a little bowl or dish of some tap water. And once we have our ball ready to go, we're just going to start rolling it out. And we want our finished piece of clay to be pretty thin. So this is about the width of our finished ornament. So it's really only like about 1/8 of an inch or a little bit more thick. So about that, and you want to try to make it as even as possible. That looks good though, I think. And I tape my wax paper down too to make it a little easier to work with. The first ornament I want to make is this star ornament because it's my favorite one. So I gave you this star cookie cutter. It's a little easier to use the cookie cutter than to just cut out using the stencils. But if you have more cookie cutters hanging around that you want to use for this rather than the stencil cutouts, you certainly can. And you know, this is just for you, so you can do whatever cutouts you want to do. It's really, that's what's fun about it. Okay, so just cutting out my star just like that. Pulling off the surrounding clay. It's not going to be perfect, but we have the opportunity to smooth out the edges and everything in a little bit. To make the inside cutout of the star, I'm going to just place our little star paper cutout in the middle. And from here, I'm just going to trace around it with my knife, doing it as evenly as I can. But it's not too hard to do, really. Okay, and once you do that, we can just kind of pull up our cutout and pull out the star in the middle. Okay, so you have to be pretty careful to get it out with keeping the shape pretty well. If it doesn't work out, the good thing about this craft is you just roll it out again and try it again. And this is where the water comes in. We're gonna take our water and we can just smooth out the sides to get all those little bumps out. Make it look nice and smooth for us. This is so fun to do. Just gonna try to get in the corners and everything here. And this is going to take about at least 24 hours to dry. So you do need a little patience for this one because I know you want to get started on decorating, but it will not be fully dry until it's white. So this kind of beigey gray color is going to go away and it's going to be a pretty white for us when it's all done. And then we also, before it dries, we need to get our toothpick that's included with your kit, and we're going to make our hole in the top. Just stick your toothpick in and you can just sort of make it as big as you want here just by doing that. Doesn't need to be too big. And you can also kind of go around your edges to make them a little crisper while you have your toothpick out. That works really well too. And you can keep repairing any bumps or lumps or problems until this thing is dry. Just add a little more water. That's the beauty of this. Okay, and I used this cutout star also as a little ornament too, because I didn't want it to go to waste. It's pretty cute. So you can smooth that out. And we can keep going. I think maybe this is a little bit more like 1/4 of an inch than an 1/8 of an inch. I've also found that you don't really need to even use a knife. You can just use this toothpick to trace around your shapes as well. And that might even be a tad bit easier for you. It's easier to control it. Just to cut everything out. Okay, we've got our shapes cut out. They look great so far. I'm gonna let them dry and check back in about 24 hours or so to finish off our ornaments. Okay, so it's very exciting because we let our ornament dry for a day, ornaments, and they look good. They are white and dry and ready to decorate, so I'm very excited. I did include some sandpaper in your packets as well because you might want to just kind of shave down a little bit of the rough edges that you might have missed smoothing out before it was dry. So that's helpful to just take a few minutes to kind of smooth out your ornaments here. Okay, you do also have in your packet, I think neglected to mention before, a little red paint. We've got a Q-tip that we can use as a dotting tool and a marker. So this is the fun part. You can decorate. Of course, you can always just leave these white if you'd like. They look beautiful like that too. But I enjoy decorating, so if you joined my class on mandala painting, you are familiar with this already. I'm just going to use my Q-tip as a little dotting tool to use my red paint and make little polka dots on my ornament-shaped ornament. You can also vary the size of the dots by using the top of your toothpick instead. You could also take some of the cotton off the top of the Q-tip to make the size of the dotting tool a little bit smaller. You can just pull this off and that'll give you another size here if you want to vary the dots more. You can also, if you have a brush at home, you can just use the red paint to paint the entire ornament, or you could make stripes or something, would also be really cute, I think. So I'm going to do that and let that one dry. And then I really like, I think it looks cute to just color in with a marker with the tree especially. Kind of trace around it perhaps. Make a little tree trunk here. Make little designs on it. I think that looks really cute. And you can do a couple stars. It's really kind of anything you want here. All right. Love on my heart. So super cute. And then we can just go ahead and tie on our ties. And I included a little bell too, so you can tie on your bell. Just like that. That was so fun, wasn't it? Thank you so much for joining my tutorial on air dry clay ornaments. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a wonderful holiday. See you next time. Bye.